Hey everyone, welcome to game 47 of Gaia Chess Training Arc. I'm on the white pieces. Look up what this guy plays. Where's the last time he was on white? I want to see if he's an e4 or d4 player. So he's an e4 player, so I don't mind going d4 against him. This is my first time using the scouting technique. I don't know if I want to keep doing it or not, or if I can improve it, but I kind of want to see what opening my opponents play, so I could kind of prepare against it. So today is still the 26th, so already a bunch of videos went live. I played a few games as well, and I told myself and the viewers that I'd stop, but I just want to kind of keep playing. The closer I could get to my PR and then 1600 and so forth will be very good. Okay, so he goes bishop f5. In this line, I have a few options. The most common is to just play c3 and then get my queen here on b3. But I think I want to start with e3 myself. But this is just an idea for the road. So he's actually looking to castle very quickly. I'm going to play c3 here. Again, I'm going to be going for this pawn. You see a very early queen to e6. So let me examine what happens if I play bishop g3. We probably see e5. I feel like I have to definitely have my knight on f3 before I put my bishop here, just to protect against that. I probably want to do that anyway. The only thing is if I do knight here now, he might try to pin me, which is a little bit annoying. I'm going to do it anyway. So he does choose the castle. So queen b3, very common idea. Aiming for this. Do I want to go queen a4 maybe? I feel like there's a right answer and a wrong answer. I don't want to choose the wrong one here. If I go queen b3, I don't think anything's really getting threatened. So maybe I want to go queen a4 for that reason. I also could continue my development, but kind of want to punish him castling that way without getting all of his pieces on the other side of the board ready to go. I'm thinking queen a4. So he chooses to go king to b8. Bishop here would be pretty strong now, but I want to maintain my pressure. So bishop b5. The knight on c6 is a excellent defender, so if we could get rid of him, that'd be great. Okay. So we see bishop d7, but it doesn't really frighten me. I think now might be the time to play bishop g3. Okay, so he does play e5. So if I take with a bishop, well, let's start with taking with a knight. No, because then the queen's not threatened. So that bishop's on a very strong diagonal with the queen and the king, so maybe I want to keep that one. And I want to get rid of... I could also just take that with the pawn. Now that I think about it, I could definitely just take that with the pawn. I don't even have to take that with a piece. Take with pawn, where's he going to put his queen? I guess he has a few squares. I'm going to take with a knight. Kind of forcing the capture. If he doesn't capture, I'm going to take on f7. Is the idea. Okay. So he does capture. Now, I don't really want to take this with my pawn, because I kind of like what my pawn's been doing this game. So I'm going to start here. So that was my A pawn to start running down. This bishop is incredibly strong. I'll give you that exchange, but only if you let me have a pawn on b5. How about that? Does that sound fair? We might see f6 here, because he can't develop the bishop till then. Really? We see b6, okay. So a few ideas here. Idea 1. Put my rook on a6 and just relax on that square. And then double up eventually. Idea 2. Sacrifice this bishop for 3 pawns. Not a bad one, but I'd rather wait on that. I think for now I just stick him on a6. Huh. Is that really my best move here? I also want to double these up really bad. Yeah, let's get my knight involved. He hasn't been doing anything yet. And we'll double up. Okay. That was expected. But we're not going to lose sight of that diagonal. And if we do, it's going to be because he's going to play a ton of moves. So a few options. Option 1, we could go h4. That way if g5 ever comes, we just take it. He takes back, and we sit down on e5 with our bishop. I really don't want to give him the opportunity to do that either. We're just going to go h3. Because I want a castle, I want the king to be semi-safe. Okay. Go ahead and play h4. You have my blessing. So he has a very obvious idea of going here with the knight and defending. I'll let him do it. I don't think that's the defensive move you wanted there. Let's see if there's anything forceful. Takes, check. Go here. Not quite forceful enough. So if my rook goes to a1 now, he's just going to defend that with either the rook or with this. So where can I deliver a nice blow to him? I think it's going to be with his knight, but how? Well, one thing's for certain, rook to a1 is going to happen. That is for certain. And now let's see if he chooses to block with the rook or with the knight. So he blocks with a knight, okay. If this knight can somehow get to this square, that'd be ideal. How do I manage to do that? Let's think of some ways to reroute this guy. How do I reroute that guy? Can I even reroute that guy? Hmm. I think what I do is maybe something like this. Let's do that. Okay, that was not really going to do much. Might have a trap here. He moves his rook to h7. I think I have a play. Okay, let's think. Let's think. So here, check. If he takes with the rook, this doesn't work. So I'll need him to take somehow with the king. How? I don't know. I also have this move, which is a lot more direct in the fact that I'm attacking this. Yeah, maybe I just start with that. Although then we get the bishop coming in, which is a little annoying. Yeah, I guess I'm helping him develop in that case, huh? I think I'm going to go back to my original plan for the time being, which is busting this open, rerunning the knight somewhere in there. Just gifting me that. I mean, I should be able to just play c5 here. Let's see. Takes, takes, takes. Do I have to start with b4? This game's a little annoying just for the fact that he's kind of slinging moves. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of thought behind him, but I'm not able to see anything concrete. Alright, so say for example we trade off these bishops, right? Say we trade off these bishops. His rook's going to be here. Then he can't stop b4, so let's try that. Because right now his bishop's doing too much work stopping my pawn movement. My bishop's not doing anything. I had some early sacrifice ideas, but after that, not much. So since this piece is better than mine, I'm just going to swap it off. his attack seems more hopeful than good, in my opinion. That still works fine, I think. Wait, does it? I think this is my best move. Just because I really need to press B4. I know a check's coming. Just gonna, oops, put my king here on H2 probably. But I'm betting on the fact that my king is still safer than his. Because I protect this square. If he chooses to double up the rooks, I would take, but let's say, for example, well, I guess he doesn't really have a good way to double the rooks. Maybe this. Now he wants to trade. Okay. Well, he has to take that with that pawn. So what if I start like this? I could also just take here. Takes, takes, and I have two very good central pawns. I don't think that's quite enough. I'm gonna do it then. If nothing else, I'm a few pawns up. Okay. We're gonna see the double up now. We are gonna see the double up. So I think this here works. Well, that's my only legal move, so that's where we're gonna go. Don't see a checkmate pattern for him. Okay, I thought he might do that. Do I just take this pawn? How do I want to play it? I could even, now that I'm pawns up, I could even slide my rook here. And then just advance with my central pawns. A few options. Because remember, his knight is still playing babysitter. Second his knight stops playing babysitter, he should just lose the game. What if I just played e6? I mean, does he have a way to do anything? If I just ignore him? Maybe. I mean, my knight's never in danger. Now, if he takes on e3, then he has a actual threat, but until then... Okay. Sorry for not talking too much, just kind of thinking through all the different options. What happens if I just take on f5 now? Isn't he just screwed? can't take an e3. I can push e7 and take the knight. I don't really know what play he has. I think the best thing he can have here is some kind of, stalemate. But I don't really see that happening. Excuse me. Is this where I play rook f4? So he does have a nice tactic if I were to fall for it. Boom. See, I take, then he gets my rook for only a knight. Am I thinking of this shit right? Boom. Takes, he gets my rook. Yes, that's rook for rook. Am I stupid? I don't know what I was trying to say. But basically, if he gets my knight to capture on here, then he could stop this pawn progression. So as long as I don't fall for that, I think I'm okay. If I just keep this knight here, this move's free, then that move is free. I think this just happens. He'd have to move his rook here. I would move mine here. He's squirming, but I think I got him now. He's going to have to sacrifice something for that pawn, and then the lead will just be too much. Yes, I figured he might do that. I think just here. No, I don't see anything that he has on me. If he goes here, knight's coming here. If he tries to check me, I'm just starting this piece. Once again, his only real threat is stalemating me over here, so I just need to watch out for consecutive checks. I think I'm fine. He honestly might try. So if he brings his rook here, I think I just need to move my knight there. Make sure I don't get a consecutive checked into a draw. So we chose that. Oh. Ah, I did not see through that. Ah, shit. Wow. Hold up. Oh, I missed a big move there. If I were to capture here, then I have two pieces that are going to be hanging. This pawn and this pawn. Oh boy, what did I get myself into? About a move like d6, like a last second tactic. Takes, pushes. Going here is too late, going here is too late. Ah. He's gonna get his pawn back. Unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation. Now I'm down time, and I'm gonna be in an equal endgame. Okay, how do I equalize? Is it possible? So I can go here, sacrifice a pawn to get this check in. I'm gonna try that. Man, I talked a big game to mess up that endgame. I really did. Now, this isn't even like an easy draw for me. I'd say he's probably winning just because his pawns are all connected and his king is with him. My king is away from everything. None of my pawns are connected. Shit. At least this pawn can't be defended anymore. Just gonna go here and then take it. Could be worse. Could be worse. My pieces are, of course, still hanging. Yeah. Now, do I want to take that with my knight or with my rook? Take, check, check, take the knight. We're going to try this way of doing it. Okay, I think he fell for it. If he goes here, I think that's checkmate. And if he just tries to save it, say for example, boom, he goes here, I'm going to take his rook. Which is not really what he wants, I would have to guess. Okay, a little bit of tactical play there at the end. I just need to somehow hold on. If he tries pinning me, then he loses the game instantly with another check. Probably gonna do that anyway, just stop the movement of his pawns. What on earth? Well, I gotta get my king closer one way or another. The only piece he can move right now is his rook. Which is a good thing for me. There's no way he's gonna take that trade, is there? Oh, shit. Ah. Let's get a little farther away from this guy. Hopefully he just blunders something like that. Hopefully. He's making some very good moves under time pressure. I obviously can't accept that. I think my game plan from here should be just checking him from different angles until he blunders the rook. At least now my king can get involved. Oh shit. We might have ourselves a draw. I gotta get my fucking king in there. That blunders a knight, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure that blunders a knight. Oh my god. Hopefully he just takes the pawn. Alright, thank god. I need to quit making bad mistakes. Might be good. This piece is hanging. Yeah. At this point, I think I should be hoping for a draw. Time odds, he has 2 pawns I could promote. It's pretty, yeah, we're just gonna see the draw. I'll offer it. Damn. I threw that away for sure. My position was much, much better. You hate to see it. I played a good game. Wow, I fumbled that. Not once, not twice, 3 times. 3 times I messed that up. Alright, here we go. So they really like b4. Makes a lot of sense. Apparently they suggest me taking. Now they like knight d2. Which I don't really know if I like. I don't see a lot of ways. Oh, that was my way in. Using the outpost on e5 that my bishop was currently holding. That was my way in. Oh well. Bishop g3. Yeah, just move out the way. H4. Oh, they do like H4. Oops. Why didn't they like H3? Oh, they still like that. Okay. Yeah, they like bishop to H2. Yeah, they like knight to F3. That was my way in. You can't stop that. That's what I missed. I was thinking about how to reroute this guy. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I thought my answer was going to be through pawn breaks, but no, it was through moving the knight in. I mean, we got a few more maneuvers. Oh, right. If I take here, then he has to back up because then it's double threat. I missed it. They like knight F3. Yep, so if he takes... Man, I butchered some of these positions. Like, this was my way in. If only I saw that, this game would be so much easier. So much easier. And here it goes to 0 because they consider this a draw just by repetition. Just back and forth, whatever scores they gotta go back and forth on. Huh. Well, I mean, I didn't lose, but I did use up a game on white for a draw, which kind of sucks. I guess I'll catch you guys next time.